What's up, brosifs? Op Soldier, just wanted to quickly talk about something today that I found a little bit interesting. So, I've played against players that they have a specific play style that doesn't really fit their character. And I feel like sometimes... So if you're a fan of a particular playstyle, you should definitely focus on that character using that playstyle. And I think this is important for a lot of people to think about because this is one of the main reasons I played Katana wrong for the first 3/4 of the game, my gameplay, basically. And it was because I was viewing Katana as a character that needed to excel up close. But the more and more you look at characters like Katana and characters like... Jade's a little bit more of an exception. She's much more hybrid than Katana, but characters like Katana and Melina, they excel at a certain range. Like, for example, Melina, she has good movement speed, but the movement speed really is just there to get occasional whiff punishes. Where she really excels is her 10 frame mid, which clearly has little to no range, and her stabby scotch, right? Her zoning is nothing to write home about. She's not going to be zoning anyone out unless like their health is literally at like 3% or something. This is important to kind of think about because, you know, for the longest time when I was playing Melina, I would zone and I would burn bars focusing on zoning, but really I should be spending my resources up close, right? Flawless blocks, doing damage because Melina doesn't get any damage outside of burning bars, and things of that sort. Katana was kind of like the same thing. Like, I kept playing her from far away, or I kept playing her up close and thinking I had to do, you know, like mix-ups, like forward 2 mix-up. The forward 2 mix-up's 100% unsafe. There's no way you can make it safe. Every single option is unsafe, even if you cancel it, right? So that's like an example. Like, Katana, she's supposed to play safe up close unless you're trying to get people to stop pressing buttons after every poke, right? So that's her goal, and then she's supposed to go back to mid-range, long-range, right? So the whole point that I'm trying to make here is that sometimes I feel like players will play characters and they won't really think about their character's playstyle or what type of playstyle they like. Like, if you like up-close range fighting, play Jax. Play Jackie. I would even argue, play Cabal. Cabal's more of a whiff punisher, but he can play that up close stagger mind game playstyle, right? If you like a hybrid version of that, play Jade. Jade's a better example of a character that can zone while also having some pretty good tools up close and not being able to get zoned out. This is one of the main reasons that I have been putting off playing Cetrion for so long, and it literally doesn't make any sense because Cetrion is the epitome of one of the best zoners in the game. If you really love zoning, Cetrion and Robocop are very, very strong zoners, much more stronger than any other zoner I've ever played in MK11. And that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. I just feel like sometimes players, they get lost in the character, that they don't really think about the character's playstyle, and they don't think about how they can improve as a player playing possibly a completely different character. Like, for example, I noticed that I like staggering, and when I went to Melina and Cabal, I've done a much better job playing those characters than I have Katana, and the only reason why I'm good at playing Katana is because the amount of hours I put in, and I just happen to also like zoning. But when it comes down to it, I also like stagger mind games, getting people to whiff, playing in neutral, and Cabal and Melina doesn't play the neutral, but Melina does much better in the stagger mind game with back 1, stand 1, and stabby. So I just think this is important. I think players should really pay attention to what they like and focus on that. This is the first MK game where the 2 top tier characters in the game literally prevent you from being able to deal with their nonsense. So, for example, Cetrion is a good zoner. she can teleport away and really annoy you and really frustrate you with Tornado by resetting neutral over and over again, right? Jackie is a pressure character that you literally cannot keep out. Like, she's built in a way to get in every single time. And if you like stagger mind games, Cabal can always get in, right? Same thing with Kotal Khan, even to an extent. Kotal Khan has that kind of play style where you have to be afraid of his neutral. So if you like neutral mind games, Kotal was there for you with his fear of forward too. So this is the first MK game ever where you can actually play, like, if you want to play top tier, you don't have to go into this bottom tier like I do. You don't have to play Melina. You don't have to play Katana, even though Katana's not really bottom tier. If you like those hybrid-like playstyles, you can play Jade. Jade is top tier. This is the first game where literally there should be no complaining about not being able to play you the way you want to play. And this is kind of something that I slowly realized, because I was one of those players that kept complaining, oh, well, Katana doesn't get this isn't fair, right? But when I look at the top tier characters, I get disproven about how I want to play. I just want my character to be good. And that's a little bit biased, because if I'm looking at it from a competitive standpoint, this is the first time ever where I could actually play a character that I would enjoy playing, specifically because I like that playstyle. So like, if I wanted to play a Whiff Punisher, I could play Cabal. If I wanted to play a strong zoner, I could play Cetrion. And you guys should definitely take advantage of this, or at least focus more on your strengths and what you like playing and choose those specific characters. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Subscribe for more. See you guys later.